It's Week 14 of the NFL, where we'll see this team's sure-handed tight end, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's going to be a good one. All that and more coming up next.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end you doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. He wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team. It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
We're about ready now for the punt. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think two things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his second, third, check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
13 yards on the catch there. That's enough for a first down. Here's a first carry for their running back, and that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
He'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
The quarterback on the scramble.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
On 4th down, out comes the punter. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a workhorse in the backfield this season, right there amongst the league leaders in rushing late in the campaign. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. A gain there of 10 yards. And that will be a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Now, faking the give, laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Off the play fake. He'll look. That's over the middle and intercepted. And this defense comes through with the turnover.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the pass.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Back to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. What will the second quarter have in store? And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the second time. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. So second down, and they'll run it. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Up the middle they go. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack.
On comes the punter now, as he is on to kick it away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now give on the ground, and that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Second down and 10.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds.
At their own 18-yard line.
1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll go with the counter on 1st down. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll stick with him again. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Complete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From out of the gun, he'll throw. This one complete right side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll throw out of the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. Down the right sideline. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. It's a touchdown. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Now, for the point after. He's got it. And the visitors will take a 7-0 lead.
Our home team, nothing.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
A big loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
Just the lone touchdown in that 1st half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with EA Sports. Halftime report. It's all yours, Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. He'll start at the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They go zone read here on 3rd and short. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. This offense making its way back on the field, led by their wide receiver. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Handoff here, up the middle, and they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here, and now it's going to be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
So now this team's offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get this close to the 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take.
1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Get you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. Give them 14 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This returnable from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. This team's offense ready to get back at it. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now, faking the give. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, 3rd and 5. Back to throw. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
That's complete on the tight end screen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got room at the 30. And he'll be taken down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll put a receiver in motion right. He's got room to roam. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. Bring up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's that man again. Another catch. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. It's a pickup of 12. And that will be a first down.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. And 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Here in the 4th quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9. Now a give up the middle, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. They'll run. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
A chance here for this back to really show his speed. He saw the room on the perimeter, and he was able to get around the edge. Thought he was going to get right to the pylon. Comes up just short. Down near the goal line, sets up 1st and goal.
Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he's in. The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it, and his guys are on top. It's 14-10. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. Here's 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one knocked away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much. And that should wrap this one up.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing. No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline.
Previous play
All
is under
second
review.
looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right. And this call will stand. Now a run on 1st down. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. second timeout called by the defense. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This is 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.